To parallel my top 10 best Genshin design video, it is now time to discuss my least favorite designs of the Genshin Impact cast. This video is absolutely subjective, and if your favorite is on this list, please don't take it personally. There's some characters on here that I actually like a lot, but unfortunately their fashion choices make me want to scream. Let's get into it. Number 10, Yelan. Her design is a mashup of various elements that just don't work for me. Why does some of her bodysuit have skin pockets, oddly placed zippers, and lace? There is no need for her leg to have that much of it exposed. I get that not wearing her jacket but having it on her back is supposed to be cool, but you know what would be cooler? If she wore it normally. I think it would look nicer. Out of all the designs on this list, Yelan is the best of them all, and oddly enough, I don't have an issue with the hair. I know when she was first released, there were so many memes of her and Xingqiu having the same hair barber, but it's the outfit that bugs me more. Number 9, Mona. I love the theme they were going for with Mona, but I despise the execution. Both iterations of her design just don't do it for me, but I like the splash of pink they put in her second outfit with the shorts. That little change really helps differentiate the shapes of the outfit and makes it pop a bit more. The swimsuit-like cut has never been a favorite of mine, but I actually prefer that outfit over the revised one. It makes her unique compared to the other designs of the cast, even though it's not my cup of tea. So essentially, I think if the swimsuit cut had the pink cape, I'd like the design a lot more. She's one of my top choices to get a proper skin one day, and I hope she's next in line. Number 8, Xiangling. She is so cute, but I don't like her original design that much. Her holiday skin though is adorable, and one of my favorite free skins. I do really like the guoba on her hip, seeing as the two are pretty close, and her hairstyle is cute too. It's the lower part of the outfit that I find awkward. Having a piece of fabric in the front is a Liyue style, but I think Xiangling needed some more details to help balance it all out. Whenever I see artwork of her bust up, I actually think it's a nice design. These first 3 designs I still mostly like, with just one hindrance that causes them to end up on this list. I'll probably have Xiangling in her skin from now on. Number 7, Nahida. This one hurts to put on my list because I really loved her lore and role in the Sumeru story. Her color palette is a pleasant one, and I love that she represents both life and the tech elements of the Dendro element. She's got a little glowing chain on her chest encased in a giant heart, and leaf ornaments near her ponytail. I don't mind that she's a small model, but aside from her connections to Dendro, I definitely wouldn't have guessed she was from Sumeru, let alone the Archon. I think if Nahida played a completely different role in the story, this design would be stellar. There were comments about her looking like she could be Klee's sister, and ever since I've read that, I've not been able to unsee it. Number 6, Shenhe. This design had so much potential, but it fumbled spectacularly. One of the key components of her lore is that she must have red ropes on her. So why is Ganyu, a very similar design, have more red ropes than Shenhe? I'm not a huge fan of bodysuits on either of these characters, but I find Shenhe's far more awkward. The hip windows feel forced. I do like the pattern on her sleeves, and I think if she had more red ropes, I would dislike this design a lot less. When there is a lore emphasis for why a character wears a certain thing or carries a certain item, I expect it to be handled more delicately. I think they dropped the ball on this one, and if the red rope wasn't part of her design, I probably wouldn't have too big of an issue. Number 5, Baizhu. This is another character I've come to enjoy because of the lore, but there's one thing about Baizhu's design that drives me mad. But it might be more of a 3D modeling issue than character design. Why in the world is his coat sleeves 2D? It's been bugging me so much since I pulled him. I understand if the cloth is supposed to be very thin fabric, but it looks so uncanny to me in the 3D world. It's drawn pretty thin in 2D art as well, so it makes me wonder if this was a deliberate choice. Aside from this, I think the purple pants were certainly a decision. Again, I like Baizhu. His lore took me by surprise and it made me wish for him on his banner, but there are some aspects to his design that make me want to shake him. Gotta admit though that him and Changsheng changing eyes as part of their contract is pretty damn cool, and it was fun to see a fan theory come true. Number 4, Goro. This design is similar to Nahida in terms of how I feel. While Goro nails the theme of the nation he's from, that being Inazuma, when you consider the setting he's in, this outfit is not practical whatsoever. He's a general in an active war. Why is his midsection exposed? The outfit itself isn't bad, and I love the little paw prints scattered throughout. The colors are nice, and I like the little dog that accompanies him in his animations. I just can't look past the fact that the general would allow such a vital spot on his person to be exposed. Sure, this is a magical world that people can be healed with, but why risk it? I also think the splash of white strands on his hair feel a bit overdone and out of place. But that is definitely a nitpick. Number 3, Chaska. A Natlan character has finally made its way onto the list. I've made a whole video breaking down why people may dislike her design, and while that video is old, it did help me put into words why this design bothers me. It's the unbalance. I think if the one long pant leg and the one long sleeve were on opposite limbs, it would help make the design feel less awkward with the least amount of visual changes. There's a lot I like about Chaska's design, such as the color scheme, her hat, and hair. I really love her hair color and style. The leather tight half pants just ruin it for me. Another way I think I'd like this design better is if they either committed to the short shorts or full-on pants. That too would help with balancing the outfit out. To be clear, asymmetry can be done very well, but I think Chaska's design just went way too far. Number 2, Tighnari. I love this character so much, but when the design begins to be featured in college courses of what not to do, you know you messed up. When Sumeru was first introduced and we got to see Tighnari's 3D model, I actually thought he was wearing a helmet with ears. It reminded me of Celti from Durarara. I didn't realize that was actually his hair. Nevertheless, while his role in the story and personality won me over, making him one of my favorites, I can't ignore the outfit. Tighnari, buddy, what is going on here? We have these modern-like elements with the pants and Converse-like shoes. We've got so many different colors on here, it's hard to pinpoint. And while his pants are even, he has this one long sleeve and one short sleeve. Why? I understand that the white sash around his midsection is likely to help break up the shapes and the darker colors of his outfit. It's not successful here. I think the ideas here aren't bad, but it clashes loudly when you put them together. I actually think that having a bunch of different random colors on Tighnari would make sense because he works with botany, or flowers, comes in various colors and shapes. Him having the sunflower on his upper chest is actually a detail I really love. I think Tighnari was a culmination of having too many different ideas and not settling on narrowing them down. Unlike my top 10 best Genshin designs, I actually don't have any honorable mentions. Out of the cast of now 100 plus characters, I genuinely only have 10 designs that aren't my favorite. It goes to show you, at least in my case, even with the not so favorite designs, Genshin puts out a lot of really intriguing and fun character designs. I want to encourage you to tell me your favorite and least favorite design in the comments. Seeing what appeals to different people is so interesting, but it's time for number 1. Number 1, Mavuika. I'm sorry, Natlan fans. If you watched my previous videos, you know that I am not a huge fan of Mavuika's design. There are aspects of it that I do like, but there's so much I don't like that it just ruins it all. I'll start with what I do love. I love the fiery hair and the fact that she can set it on fire. It's something I'd expect from a Pyro Archon, and when we saw it go beyond the fiery colors to that of green was a nice detail to just show you how hot it really is. I also love the fire wheels in her eyes to signify her Archonhood. One of my favorite little details is in the teasers when she's still mainly human, she doesn't have that sun wheel in her eyes. It's only when she ascends to Archonhood that she does, and Xbalanque has them too. I do like the color scheme of the black with the fiery oranges, red, and yellows. I'm afraid, though, that this is where my praises end, as the rest of the design makes me want to pull my hair out. The biggest issue I have is the main zipper down her body. This zipper makes a full U shape, splitting her outfit in half. Vertically. It would be so uncomfortable to have zipper material in your private areas, just saying. Not to mention that the zipper is conveniently zipped down on her back and chest area so that skin shows. While I do like the fiery accents and patterns on her biker outfit, the outfit itself just breaks my immersion poorly. When she was first revealed, I didn't believe she was the Pyro Archon. The red hair and the eyes were the only thing that reaffirmed for me that, yeah, this was going to be our Archon. Take Malwika and plop her into the Sun's Calydon from Xenozone Zero and she would be a perfect fit, but here, I don't think it fits at all. She has a similar issue to Nahida for me in that they both struggle to represent their nations in their character designs. Sure, they represent the elements of Dendro and Pyro really well, I can't deny that, but I don't get the unification of Natlin in Malwika's design. I would have loved to see her have a little trinket from the Scions of the Canopy at the very least to symbolize her connection to her old tribe. That wraps up who I believed at the top 10 worst designs in Genshin Impact. Once again, if a character you love is on this list, please don't take it personally. I also apologize if my voice sounded bad. I'm recovering from being sick and my voice hasn't quite made it there yet. If you'd like to see my top 10 best designs, you're welcome to watch that next alongside my other character design critiques. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and I hope to see you in the next one.